Tonight, political parties continue to strengthen campaigns to win more supporters. Court denies bail applications of alleged murderers of Ologbo leader and 7 suspects of Edo State House of Assembly crisis. And Parallel Assembly holds plenary, moves motion of urgent public importance on government activities. A very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us tonight on NTA Benin 7 p.m. News Bulletin. I am Agatha Egwaroju. The All Progressives Congress APC candidate, Pastor Sagizeyam, has urged the people of Oriomo to take their destiny in their hands and vote for him for the needed human and infrastructure development in the area. This was when he visited Oriomo for the kickoff of the Word to Word campaign ahead of the election. Udwakobong Achibong reports. Details of that report will come in the course of this bulletin. Now, the coalition of Christian leaders in Edo State has endorsed the candidature of Pastor Sagizeyam for the governorship election slated for September 19. It has also endorsed the simple agenda of the APC candidate as planned for the development path of Edo State and her citizens. The event was a conference by the coalition in Benin City, attended by the APC candidate and other party members. Udwakobong Achibong has the report.
The endorsement, according to Reverend Jeff Iyonuwan, Bishop Abraham Chibundu, and Reverend Peter Obadan, stems from a careful appraisal of the issues relating to the election by members of the coalition and their belief that the church is a movement with a divine mandate to influence systems of the world, including politics.
If we miss this opportunity, I do not know when next. But we are not going to miss it. Therefore, it calls for your responsibility, it calls for you standing up to understand that as we live here, it will become our responsibility on the 19th of September to come out en masse to enthrone that one of our household.
Tell your members, go out there, go and tell people that our brother is running. Our brother is going to become the governor of the state. Carry out the door-to-door evangelism. And let every doorpost have POI.
I call all of us to mobilize to pray before, during, and after the election against all forms of violence.
The event was an opportunity for Pastor Izeyam to address his being turbaned by the Otaro of Auchi, which many considered as a betrayal of his position as a pastor, as well as the 700 million naira fraud leveled against him. The APC candidate noted the blackmail he has experienced in his political career and his resolve not to be deterred. He promised not to let the church down, but provide good governance through his simple agenda.
More important is good governance. A governor that will do the right thing for people. I want to assure you that we want to be able to show to the world that if truly we are in government, we will see progress. You will see peace, you will see prosperity, you will see development in our states.
Highlight of the event was the issuing of a communique, prayer for Pastor Izeyam, while speakers at the event, including former national chairman of the APC, Adam Soshomulu, re-emphasized the need for everyone to vote for the APC and its candidate, Pastor Izeyam. In Benin, Udwakobong Achibong, NTA News.
It is a known fact that the forthcoming Edo governorship election is one of the key events to watch out for in the political space. The campaign councils and candidates for the two major parties, the APC and the PDP, are on the marks to slug it out on September 19. Currently, campaigns are run as the process gradually gets to the finishing line. In this report, Ogochukwuka Ona brings us highlights of how the rallies of the APC have been shaping out.
Intensive campaign by the APC began with the official flag-off on the 8th of August in Benin.
We are here to take back our mandate, to take back our state. 4 years ago we were here, we have voted for APC, but we have no doubt in our minds we are going to vote for APC and return our mandate back in the state. From hamlet to hamlet, from village to village, from town to town, and within metropolitan Benin.
Let me assure you, never again will we have a governor as an ingrate. We will have a governor that will respect the Edo people.
Amen.
A governor that will develop our states. A governor that will empower our people. And by the grace of God, I will do it.
2 days after, supporters converged on the palace grounds in Igweben for the local government by local government rallies. Esan Southeast, Esan Northeast then followed on the 10th, and the venues were in Ubiaja and Uromi towns.
By the grace of God, in this government where they come, we go prosper you. We go develop now. I tell people say, when you develop place, you must develop the people. By the grace of God, things will change for the better. The P is public-private partnership, which means government must partner with you to make your business better. Whether on a small trader or on a small welder, government will patronize you, government will work with you. Now partnership now we go there for government.
Back to back on the 11th, it was the turn of Esan Central, Esan West and Owan West. The meeting points were Irua, Yekboma and Uzeba. August 12 was the turn of Esako East, Esako Central and Esako West with Agenebode, Ekperi and Auchi as venues.
Our state not a big progress if security not there. If kidnapping, armed robbers, everywhere full your place, who go come with those states? Those that put away don't go school. Una no useless. E get wetin una go fit do. And by the grace of God, government go dey train our people. Let them see what they go dey do. The good things wey Oshomo dey do, and I know say e plenty for this local government. If the man no do well, fear no go allow stand for here. By the grace of God, those good things we go continue with them. To bring government to your doorstep. We want to bring government to you people. We are your servants. Please, we have simple agenda. POI is person of integrity. POI also means people-oriented individuals.
In Benin, Ogochukwuka Ona, NT News.
Well, that's the first part of that report. The story continues subsequently. And still on campaigns, Governor Godwin Obaseki has approved the construction work of the Obazua to Rugberikaka Road, linking 14 communities in Uhie, Ovia Northeast Local Government Council. The governor also promised to complete the electricity initiative his administration has started in the area. He was speaking when he led other members of the People's Democratic Party to woo the electorate in Ovia North East. Elizabeth Thomoko reports.
The tour of the People's Democratic Party to Uwe, Isiowa, Oluku, Ofumegwe, Adolo and Okokwo in Ovia North East is the first in the series to Edo South Senatorial District. Senator representing Edo South Senatorial District, Matthew Urowide, told the people to return Governor Baseki and his running mate, Philip Shaibu. Governor Baseki says the election is about moving Edo forward, adding that he is the best man for the job. He told the people that President Muhammad Buhari has assured him of a free and fair election.
I want to promise you today that I have done the design. This whole road, you see where we came from now? That road, I will do it. I have also approved that we will give more money to your vigilantes so that you can go back to your farm and farm in peace.
At a session with the Enogi of Obazuwa, His Royal Highness Edu Akenzuwa listed the infrastructural challenges faced by his clan and appealed to the PDP candidate to meet their demands if he clinches victory at the September poll.
Ovia North is probably the least developed area in Edo State, and we are happy that the governor himself, His Excellency, mentioned all that. We are praying, we are all praying, and we hope that after the election, we will be able to come again to the governor, either at the government house or somewhere, to request him to look at the problems in Ovia North East.
The tour to other wards in Ovia North East continues. In Ovia North East Local Government Council, Elizabeth Omako, NTA News.
And the Edo State PDP Campaign Council has unveiled an outdoor digital billboard at the popular King Square in Benin City. The unveiling was performed by the state chairman of the PDP Campaign Council, Chief Dan Obi. Adobaji Ojigba has details. I will bring you that report on the course of this bulletin. We'll take a break now. We have more reports shortly. To stay with us. Thank you for staying tuned. Governor Godwin Obaseki has sworn in 2 civil commissioners to fill the existing vacancy in the State Ministry of Arts and Culture as well as that of Environment. The governor has also sworn in 3 members of the Edo State Oil and Gas Producing Areas Development Commission at SOPADEC and a 4-man Edo State Judicial Service Commission. Elizabeth Omoko reports.
The members sworn in for the Edo State Judicial Service Commission are Bamidele Edokpai, Mustafa Abubakar, Professor Anthony Ogbebu, and Felicia Ogbeide. Others are Lawrence Ogieva and Alice Olieje as commissioners designate, as well as 3 members of the State Oil and Gas Producing Area Development Commission. In his charge to the new commissioners, Governor Baseki promised to give them maximum support to help them accomplish more in the remaining period of his administration.
In a post-COVID world where technology will now matter and determine largely how we interact, I'm hoping that as part of the fundamental reforms that will be taking place in the judicial system, particularly in the state, this commission will be at the forefront of ensuring that the human capacity in the judiciary as a whole is attuned and trained and prepared.
Governor Baseki charged members of ESOPADEC on new initiatives of investments.
For the commission, and particularly those of you who are joining them now, to look for such viable opportunities such that we can convert those hydrocarbon assets in these communities to use.
The new officials pledged their loyalty to the governor.
We are ready serve and preserve the dignity of this state, to contribute our own quota to the development of Edo State and Nigeria.
The swearing-in of the new cabinet members of the governor follows the resignation of those who occupied the offices previously. In Benin, Elizabeth Omako, NTA News.
Now, the Edoro-led Edo State House of Assembly has given Governor Godwin Obaseki 48 hours to withdraw all correspondence to the Okiye-led Assembly on the nomination, screening and confirmation of 2 cabinet members and 3 others for Edo State Oil and Gas Producing Areas Development Commission at Supadek. This followed a motion on matters of urgent public importance by a member representing Uhunwode constituency, Washington Osifo. Eugene Andubisi reports that the plenary was at a private residence in Benin City.
Washington Osifo said that the members who screened and confirmed the nominees did not form a quorum to take major decisions for the generality of the Edo citizens, describing their action as illegal and a setback to democracy in Edo State. Other members were on the same page with the mover of the motion.
The Commissioner of Police, the DSS, and other security outfits in Edo State should no longer accord any respect to the illegal House of Assembly.
Whatever action officially or purporting to have been taken by these illegally cleared appointees should also be declared null and void.
After adoption of the submission by members, the House resolved that the Governor Godwin Obaseki should henceforth stop dealing with the 7 members, that all salaries paid to the appointees should be withdrawn.
We are democratically elected and to govern, to provide legislative duties to the people of Edo States. Edo must be seen to be following the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
The Speaker also read petitions to the House against the illegal, clandestine and unconstitutional swearing-in of a new Vice Chairman in place of Philip Ewaroje, the Vice Chairman of Akoko Edo LGA, and illegal suspension in breach of right to fair hearing and executive recklessness against the Chairman, leader and the clerk of Owan West LGA, as well as the illegal and untimely dissolution of the Local Government Service Commission. The petitions were referred to the relevant committee to report in 2 weeks. The sitting was adjourned to 1st of September 2020 after a motion of adjournment was moved and supported by 2 members of the House. In Benin, Eugenie Andubisi, NTA News.
In the meantime, the bail application of the 7 suspects alleged to have invaded the Edo State House of Assembly on the 6th of this month has been denied by a Benin High Court. Obehi Otoba Preside reports.
Justice Efe Gomez says she is refusing to exercise her discretion to grant bail to the 7 suspects until the respondents have had the opportunity to state their version of the case. Counsel to the applicants also asked the court to mandate the counsel to the respondents to be served with the motion ex parte on the 4th respondent, who is the IPO in the case. Counsel to the respondents also appealed to the judge to allow the suspect be moved from the AIG's office in Zone 5 to the State CID cell due to the congestion in Zone 5. After seeking the consent of the counsel to the applicants, Justice Ikwenwe granted leave for the suspects to be moved and scheduled this week Friday for the bail application hearing.
We'll take another break now. To stay tuned. Now to COVID-19 update. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control has recorded 321 new cases of COVID-19 in the country. The new cases, which recorded from the new state cases recorded from 24 states of the Federation has Lagos with 98, closely followed by the FCT 34, Kaduna 30, Nasarawa 25, Benue 21, Plateau 17, Rivers 15, while Adamawa and Ogun 11 each. Other states are Enugu 9, Edo 8, Delta and Ekiti 7 each, Gombe 5, Ebonyi 4, Bayelsa, Kano and Ondo 3 each, Cross River, Imo, Kebbi and Niger 2 each, while Abia and Bauchi 1 case each. So far, total number of confirmed infections in the country 52,548, while 39,257 patients have been discharged and 1,004 deaths recorded. That's our package for tonight. Thank you for watching. Good evening.